Hello, hello, hello! Guess who's back? This time we're not actually doing a character reference. Because it's the spooky season, I'm doing a little Halloween artwork. I have actually sketched the pose out on my, well, sketched the pose out. Hold on, let me do this. Sketched the pose out every time. Sketched the pose out on my, I'm gonna just, no, I can't move that in a place where you can't see it. Okay, I'm gonna just shrink this a bit and put it off to the side. No, I can't. Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with it being here. Um, no, donuts? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is. I drew it out in my sketchbook, and then sorry, I keep blank minding. Blank mind? My mind keeps drawing a blank. I drew it in my sketchbook, like the main pose, and then I added the details like the eyes and the hair and everything afterwards. So, yeah. Simple persona, don't mind the way that it looks slightly bad. Uh, that's just the way things are. Give me a minute. Hydration. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna mute myself whenever I want to take a drink. But yeah, why not? There it is. So, going straight into the talking about the character, I've gone through a lot of different personas over the years, mostly because I can never truly decide what I really want. But this persona is the one well, of course, the one you see right now, but also the one I actually extremely like. I like her simplistic design, but the fact that she does have lore. I might go into that a bit later, but she does have lore. She does have a more um complicated design, which yet again I'll get into later. But I just like the way she looks. Like the way I can easily draw her. Like the way I can, I just like the way she looks. Like I said before, I've gone through a lot of personas. Even this one has gone through a couple iterations. Like, at first, I would create like personas based off of the fandom I was in. So the first persona I ever created was, drumroll please, for Undertale. The Undertale we all know and love, and its AUs. I'm not gonna show it because my art style back then was very much bad. Seriously. Giant heads, above average chests, and very skinny waists. Like, it is clearly a joke I make now that you can't even fit a pea. Like, they can't even fit a pea in there. It's funny. And obviously, my art style's gotten better, both in the fact that, well, you can see it's gotten better, but also the fact that I can draw guys now. I was not able to draw guys before because I simply just didn't understand how their bodies or anatomy worked. But after some practice, I actually managed to get a hang of it. I don't have many OCs that are male because, well, women are funner for me to draw. I just like drawing the girls. But I do have a few, like Lenny. Probably have a few more. Oh, don't I haven't said this, but I do have one for my brother that I made. I'm not saying his name because respect, obviously. But yeah. So why did I do that? But I have drawn guys, and it's more easier for me now. I'm not gonna say I'm the best at it, but I like the way I draw them. Another thing is I can actually draw bigger characters. Before it was a struggle for me to try and figure out how to draw bigger body shapes or bigger body type. But now it is more easier for me. Just like the guy, I I'm not entirely the best at it. I could always use improvement. But at the end of the day, I like the way I draw them. They actually look like guys, not like misformed potatoes, so I'll take the win. But yeah, but moving back to my persona here, she's of course dressed as a witch because, I'll be honest, I've always liked witches. They're cool. The whole magic thing. I also like the hat. No, I don't like Harry Potter. I don't quite understand it, but I feel like the fantasy-esque witches. The ones that are all powerful and should never be messed with, you know? I've always liked those witches because it just shows power, especially power in women, since a lot of witches you see are tend to be women, well drawn as women, especially in cartoons and like movies and etc. And yes, sometimes, well, a lot of the times they're portrayed as, bad, they're here to hurt. But come on, a lot of times they're also doing things that not anyone else can do, but also that has been seen to come easily to them. I've always liked that. And I even have a witch costume that I was wear for Halloween. I've been upgrading it bit by bit, so really like how not only do I now have like a staff for it, but also doubles as sorry, I keep losing my track of thought. Whatever. But also, her glasses, that's what I'm missing. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. When all said and done, I just, yeah, that's fine. But yeah. So, the per so, since my persona is like an extension of myself, both that, both last year and this year, because I'm drawing it right now, I've drawn her as a witch. Last year was just a simple, non-detailed picture because, well, I didn't have that much time, and also I was working on other projects for different things. So I was not able to go into full detail with them. But this year is different because I actually have time to do stuff this year. So that's what I'm doing. So Persona lore. Basically, now I've been building on this for basically my entire life. But basically, before anything is, it has to be stated that everything you create is real. Every AU you create, every idea you make, every single one of those is real and exists. And there were these things, these people called guardians to protect them. But you can probably assume that after a bit, either some people didn't like them or just there was someone who attacked them or something. And all the guardians basically disappeared. And very few still have the genes inside them for guardians. But thankfully, her mother did. So, when she was born, she ended up being a guardian. But of course, nothing can be that great because, well, of course, there were schools to train guardians, aka they're very strict because there were no guardians left. They didn't know what their requirements were, so they thought they had to push them. Which isn't the best decision when you have people that can literally control universes that you're pushing. And at some point, it turned to them trying to control the Guardians. So for one of the Guardians to snap and send out so much power that it ended up, making all this pointless. But thankfully, one survived. Her, sort of. And I say sort of because she didn't come without scars. And I'm just gonna use back to draw in the clouds. You see, because of this, well, should go back and explain that every being has a soul. It's the very essence of what keeps you alive. So when the blast hit her, it almost shattered her soul. Not completely, but almost completely. Which isn't good when you're the last guardian, basically. Thankfully, now I'm not gonna go into too much thing. I want to add it so, well, not gonna say anything. She does have a brother, sort of based off of my own brother, but I'm not gonna draw him ever because, well, first I just don't want it to be weird. No, so second, I just want it to be out there that she's not completely alone, you know? But yeah. So, because her soul was basically almost shattered, and I say yet again, almost, she wasn't necessarily in the best spot. Her soul was cracking and basically separating into multiple parts. So in order to stop that, she sort of had to send herself into the void, which is a place not many people go to because, well, it can have side effects, as most people can't come out of the void. But somehow she managed to, um, pursue, Purdue, she managed to strength it out, you know, like, uh, you'll probably know what I mean. I can't remember the word for it right now, though. But she basically managed to overcome, and now she's completely fine. But because of the whole thing, she didn't necessarily get all her sort of guardian-esque powers. It was stuck in this weird sort of void-ish thing. They kept following her around. Eventually, she managed to defeat it. But over this time, she went to so many different worlds. So she grew to love, care, and admire those from those worlds. That includes some of her friends, which you can plainly see as other characters' drawings. She met a lot of people in her travels because, well, of course, when you're traveling different worlds all the time to try and keep your soul from completely shattering, you're gonna meet quite a lot of people, including a world based off of Septiscape and Soulscape. Real people know what those are, so absolutely love them in in that story because yee. Can you tell I grew up watching Jacksepticeye? Yeah, but yeah. So she's made a lot of friends over the different worlds she's been in, whether it's Professor Layton well, whether it's the Professor Layton universe or the Setscape universe, Soulscape universe, or it's the Undertale universes, or the Epic Mickey universes. She's made friends in them all. She loves her friends deeply and will do anything to protect them. So when the worlds started to crash and her dear friends had nowhere to go, and their worlds were basically crumbling, she she took it upon herself to get them and bring them to her world to keep them safe. Now each one of them has their own little section in her world, their own little floating island. When it comes to the thick of it, they will help her in emergencies and such because, they're basically a team. But when they're not doing anything, they all just do their own things. But yeah. So she loves the worlds, absolutely adores them, will do anything for the worlds, and just, yeah. While she does have a more leveled up form, she really prefers to just stay in this one. Not for any particular reason, just because she doesn't like to show her other form. I mean, yeah, she's a guardian. Doesn't mean she has to constantly be in guardian form. I don't really think I have anything else to say about her. She's just, you know, just technically creator, but really loves her world and would much, much rather prefer to be their friend than be like a savior to them or something. So she doesn't ever say she's a creator because she knows she hates being a creator. She'd much rather just be drawing. I think that's all I have to say about that. But I do have other things I want to talk about. So, my mother, my dear mother, who I love so dearly, we have been playing Date Everything. I bought it on the Switch. Well, we got to Eddie and Vault, and because my mother grew up and knew what 80s hair bands were, took one look at Vault and said he looked like an 80s hair band. And she said she liked him and has not elaborated since. I love her. I dearly love it. I dearly love her. But she's driving me mad because I'm not sure what she means by that. I mean, I don't know whether she likes his design, likes him as a character, or like, what? I'm so confused. Why, mother? Why? Just why? So speaking of Date Everything, I've somehow been getting love endings when I haven't even been meaning to. That's right. I haven't been meaning to get love endings, and yet I'm still getting them. Explain how that works. Please explain it. I'm so confused. At this point, I've given up. I'm trying to stop it. If I see it coming, I just don't stop it and continue doing what I'm doing. Because I know I can't stop it. First one I did was Timothy. I thought being friend. I thought was becoming friends with him, the normal stuff. Just But here I come to the end of the storyline. He's acting way more affectionate than he should be for 11 and for a friendship ending. Like, no. No, 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 no. I am not. I'm not. I'm genuinely not. Am I? But yep, I got the love ending. And like, yeah, like I forgot the order I even did it in. Like, Wallace is apparently inevitable. Like, still freaked me and my mom out, but like, there's one more. Yeah, I have Eddie and Vault, but like, okay, I don't know. I don't know how I keep doing it. I'll be. I need to do something real quick. I'll be back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Just needed to do something real quick. But yeah, I don't know how I keep doing that. Like, the first three I got were Timothy, Wallace, and Shadowlord or Skips. Then after that, the next day, I got Eddie and Vault, Johnny Splash, and yesterday I played through the entire Date the Dev game, and I didn't realize this until I searched it up, because at this point I searched up the answers to the questions, since I'm a bit dumb. Like, that's a joke. Like, I know I'm smart, but I'm also dumb. I'm dumb smart. I'm dumb, but I'm also smart at the same time. And so I searched up the answers because I don't know any of the devs. I don't like follow people online. So I wouldn't know those answers. But yeah, so funniest thing is I realized that the way I was going, I was probably gonna get a love ending, which I did. So yeah, I also took a couple screenshots of the things because some of the things they said were really funny during that game. And I mostly took screenshots because my mom, who I have been playing with, was at work. And that game took like an hour to complete. But yeah. And at this point, I'm not gonna stop myself. I'm gonna let the love endings happen. Because, Reggie. I don't want anyone to hate me. And I still haven't gotten him. Which is a big thing since I have met Lux. That's right, I got Lux to not hate me. Because I'm going for no one hates me in this game. Because I don't want people to hate me. I'm trying to be nice and fit in with them because I don't want them to hate me. I want them to be my friend. Which so far is only Lux and Dorian. But yeah, I searched it up and apparently the two ways you can get Reggie is either get someone to hate you, or get a love ending with everyone and then have Skylar introduce you to Reggie. And I already know how to deal with him. You need to be rude to him in order for him to like you, I think. I'm completely unsure about that. I think that's how it goes. I'm unsure. I think. I don't know completely. Yeah, quickly fill this in. Like 86. Yeah, so I might be getting close with a love ending with Mac, MAC. So that's also interesting. We've met quite a few of the dateables at this point. I need to go back and talk to more of the Dorians. I have one Dorian left to find, Trap Dorian. I actually have no idea where to find him. And nearly today, I did go in and buy the DLC, the Lavish DLC, which is gonna add new problems to the mix, because you know one certain character that comes with that DLC that tends to pop up whenever the heck she wants. Lucinda Lavish. The way I described her to my mom is quite literally woman in pants and a bikini top. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that is not her design. Tell me that is not her design. Yeah, date everything. We absolutely love it. My mother even said that uh she did she probably would not have gotten in, would never have like gotten in or played the game if it weren't for me literally buying it and playing it in front of her. But she does like the game. She thinks it's fun. We've had quite a few moments where I've been dying of laughter because of something. Or I've been dying of laughter because of something my mother said in response. But yeah, everything. A really amazing game. Absolutely love it. We'll be playing so much. I will be playing so much more of it. We'll be trying to complete it and, realize everyone. And on top of everything else, I will be trying to complete it. Realize everyone. And I know the artwork's done. I'm gonna ramble on for a bit more. I've been giving my brother updates about everything. And something I figured out is that my brother prefers Timmy, while I prefer Timothy. There's nothing more to that, I just find it interesting. Although my mother is creeped out by Timothy, so I know she won't like Timmy. But yeah, I can't find anything else to say. Believe it or not, I think I will be filming another one. I do have a character reference for another character in my head. Well, it's an old character from an AU. You probably won't recognize the name, Half Dead Hattie. I most likely will be creating at least Hattie's character design because I feel like she's cool and I like that design and I just want to draw her character design because why not? But yeah, so this is done. So I will see you all in the next video, I guess. Sorry for rambling your head off, not only about my Persona's lore, but also about everything. I expected myself to be able to talk about other things, but nope, that's it. So I will see you all in the next video. I hope y'all have an amazing day, and I will see you later. Bye!